My name is Mohammed Zafar, and I'm project lead in Professional Services Department and gistec. And I'm with
Raed Omari. I'm a GIS data specialist in a professional service department at gistec. Welcome to the Survey 123 webinar.
So, before we start the webinar, I would like to talk about the Q&A session, which will be at the last. So you can ask any question related to today's topic, and we will try our best to answer them in a Q&A session. So the topic of the webinar is smart surveys that work online and offline on any device. And the platform which offers such functionalities is Survey 123 for ArcGIS. Let's move toward the agenda of the webinar. I have divided the webinar into 4 sections, and it is mainly based on the frequently asked questions from different customers. It will start with the introduction of Survey 123 so that the newcomers to this product could understand the product very well. And then we'll see how it behaves when there is no internet, which is an offline mode. So we will go through online and offline, both modes of Survey 123. The third section emphasizes on the integration of Survey 123 with other applications through webhooks, and we will see the workflow automation functionality, which is, I believe, most of the users look for such functionalities. And lastly, I will show you how direct GNSS external receiver support in Survey 123 improves the location accuracy. So these are the 4 sections which we will go through together. And so we will start with the introduction of Survey 123. As you can see, the Survey 123 allows you to convert the paper surveys to an electronic version. There was a long period of time where people used to have paper forms while going into the field, and this was quite hectic process to go into the field with the paper form, collect data and write on it, and then come back to the office, fill it up in the Excel, and generate some reports. But we'll see how Survey 123 has changed all of this workflow, and there is a lot of automation has been introduced. So if we want to explain Survey 123, I would say in a single line that it converts paper surveys to an electronic version. Now, when it comes to electronic version, then there are a lot of things which comes with it. So you can use it to create smart forms with skip logic, configure calculation, and it supports multiple languages as well. You can also collect data through web, mobile, and even disconnect it from the internet. It allows you to analyze results quickly and upload data securely for the further analysis. So once you are in electronic version, there are a lot of capabilities comes to serve you. If you see on my screen, at the end of the data collection, Survey 123 support a summary of your data, which is very useful for every user of Survey 123. Whatever the data is coming from different survey groups, eventually the database shows some graphs, some charts, and a meaningful information. So all of these things are automatically, helping you to understand the trends in your data. Now, Survey 123 form creation. Once you need to create the form, what two platforms Survey 123 provide you to create the forms as per your choice. So first one is Survey 123 Connect, which is on the left side of the screen, and Survey 123 Connect is desktop application. And it works side by side with your XLS authoring tool to create XLS files. Server-123 Connect allows you to preview your XLS files as you author or edit them. For example, what Connects provide you? It provides you an XLS form. In this form, you add your questions, the type of the questions. If you want to have some validations, some calculations, you put all them together in one form. And after that, side by side, you can see the results on Server-123 Connect. For example, in your screen, you can see there are a lot of questions. Basically, these questions are called image map questions. It helps you to select a picture. That picture, the picture is considered on the back end as an answer. These answers are and towards these pictures are configured basically on XLS form. So you are working on XLS form while you can see the results of your XLS form on Server-123 Connect. So for example, you add first question, what is your name? So it's a text question, but in case you want to see how does it look on the mobile app, or how it will be shown to the surveyor. So Server-123 Connect helps you to see your results quickly. Now, it also helps you to publish once you complete your survey form. It allows you to publish it to ArcGIS Enterprise or to ArcGIS Online. And after that, it can be downloaded to the mobile application for the data collection. If you see on the right side, the second option to create the survey is through Server-123 website. In Server-123 website, if you click on the design tab, it allows you to drag and drop the questions from the right panel to left and add all the choice list, perform validations, calculations, add different type of questions such as geolocation, such as image, pictures, signatures, multiple choice. So all of your things, question types are available in Server-123 website. You can just drag and drop toward your left side of the screen and make questions one after another. So once you have created a form, now it is with the surveyors, and surveyors are in the field. So what Server-123 provides you for the data collection? So first thing was data form creation, and second thing is data collection. Now in data collection, you can do it through field mobile app and can be used on the tablet. On the right side, you can see the second option, which is through Server-123 website. So there is a web form which can be filled up through website, and there is a mobile form can be filled up through a mobile app. So you created form once, and then that form can be filled up through two ways, either from mobile or through web. So both ways you can fill up the form. Your audience can choose as much as these functionalities given by Server-123 mobile and web version. So both of these data collection modes can be utilized to fill up the data. Now, I was talking about the skip logic few minutes ago, that once you create a form or once you transfer the form from paper version to an electronic version, so Server-123 allows you to perform the skip logic, to perform different validation and calculation on the mobile screen. If you see that the user select yes, so different type of questions open. If the user selects no, so different type of questions open. So these logics make your form really smart, And once you have created the form and you want to collect the data, so this can be done either through mobile app or through the website form, the web form. So we have covered the creation of the form, and we have covered the collection of the form. So now, once you are in the field, so not all the time you are connected with the internet. Sometimes, yes, you are connected with the internet. So in an online mode, what happens? You open the survey form, you select the base map. So there is ArcGIS online base map. So you select the base map, and after that you fill up the form, and at the same time you send the data back to ArcGIS Online or ArcGIS Enterprise. This is called the online mode. In an online mode, the data can be seen in the database in real time, and the ArcGIS Online base maps can also be accessed in real time right away once you are in the field. In an offline mode, sometimes in the field there is no internet, or you are in a remote area where there is absolutely no connection. So Server 123 supports such situations as well. If you see on the right side where the screen displays the offline mode, the first thing is the tile package. In order to access the base map, you can create the tile package, and that tile package can be stored in the or can be simply copy paste into the device. And after that, if there is no internet and you want to access the map, you can access the tile package. Okay, once you access the tile package, so that means you have specified the location. You can easily fill up the form. After filling up the form, if there is no connection, how you can send the data back to the office? So in this case, you can store the data into your device. You can keep doing the data collection, and all of your data will be stored in the device. But once you are back into the network, easily you can sync back to the database. So once you have the internet, easily the data will reflect back to the database. So Server 123 not only allows you to convert the paper forms to an electronic version of the forms, but also it supports you to use it through web or mobile, even if you don't have the internet. So this is how the product allows you to create a big solution for your organization. One more benefit about Server 123 is a feature report. So most of the time, the customers, they go into the field and have the use cases like inspection, building inspection, asset inspection, where a single record which is stored in the form could require to convert into the feature report. So in this case, for example, you have done an inspection of a building, and after that, a report has to be generated based on your inspection. So this functionality also Server 123 supports. We call it feature report. Normally, when a word report comes, it refers to a summary report. Server 123 also support the summary report. However, the main focus of the discussion, based on the use cases we have discussed, is a feature report. So when you visit a location and perform any inspection or collect any data associated to it, and you want to create a report specifically for that part, it's called a feature report, and Server 123 supports it. There are two ways to create the report, or it can be even more based on the workflow which you can create in a webhook. One One of the workflow we will show you in our demo. We will also tell you the default functionality of Server 123 to create a feature report. And in that case, you will know that how simple it is to design a template for the report and how easy it is to just export the report into Word format or the PDF. Server 123 also supports different type of webhooks. Basically, webhooks are the widely supported method used to allow multiple applications to interact with each other using HTTP post requests to pass the callback between one application to another. Common uses for webhooks include sending notification via email or SMS, posting messages to social media. These days, social media is a big power. So maybe you want to connect with the social media while doing different surveys. So Webhook supports such functionalities through Server 123. Automatically writing records to a spreadsheet is also one of the major functionality which most of the customers look for. And at the end, it also helps updating enterprise database of, for example, if you have an organization and that database are widely used by whole organization. So Server 123 also support to update the data into your enterprise database. Well, Server 123 for ArcGIS webhooks can also be set up and activated when a survey response is submitted. For example, after a successful submission of information to a feature layer, the webhook could be called and trigger an action, such as sending a notification email, appending the survey content to a spreadsheet, or sending a simple alert. So all of these functionalities or workflows can be created with Server 123. I will give another example. Sometimes different surveys are going on into the field, and but some of the surveys require some actions. If we take the example of these days in COVID-19, most of the people they are going through this COVID-19 test. However, if the test is positive or there are a lot of positive tests, so someone should be notified. So for example, I am a lab and I have performed almost 50 tests, and if the results are confirmed cases for like more than 15, so it should be notified to the higher management. So once I fill up my form, I click send, and an action triggers, and based on these webhooks, it can generate an email, it can generate an SMS, or it can notify with a push notification to the next person who should take an action. So there are a lot of scenarios can be created through webhooks. Yeah, a lot of webhooks provider, such as Microsoft Flow, Integromat, Zapier, and there are a lot of webhook provider. You can use any of them and create webhooks which supports the workflow of your activities, and see the automation through Server 123. Let's have a look to the demonstration from Bala, how the feature report can be generated from Server 123 as a default functionality and through the webhooks. Over to you, Ala.
Okay, thank you, Zafar. Creating feature report is one of the functionalities which has been released some time ago. The idea here is to allow users to take all of the data they capture through Survey 123 and get it out of GIS following a high-quality printable document specification that user defines. I will elaborate two ways to generate the Survey 123 feature report. The first one is through Survey 123 website, while the second one is from the webhooks. Let's have a look first from the Survey 123 website. This is the website, and here we are in the data tab for the COVID-19 case reporter survey form. Feature report template is a prerequisite for this Survey 123 feature report. I have prepared a simple feature report template as you can see on the screen, as you will see now in the screen. This is the template I have prepared for the case reporter for COVID-19. It is a simple Microsoft Word file where I have added the title, the logo, tables, and some description. The description here includes the labels on the left side. However, the right side is placeholder where the field names from my survey can be seen along with the $sign. Placeholder will turn to the data which comes through the Survey 123 application. Let's upload this template to the Survey 123 website and generate the report from one of the surveys. Here we have the record which has been captured from the surveyors for many locations inside UAE for the case reported for the COVID-19 case reported. And here we have the attributes or the data or the records. We have the report area, the date reported, tested cases, confirmed, recovered, death, and active. As we can see here, we are in the data tab of Survey 123, and here there is a feature report button which I will click to show the report upload options. Here we can choose the record to include if I want to include one of the records in my template or in the feature report, or I want to include more than one or include all of them. I will select the record that I want to upload the form or generate the report from it. And then here we have the file options split. If I want to make one report for each record, this option will be for if I select more than one of these records. Now I will select only one of these records, and then I will go to the select a template. Here we have the manage template, and we have the two options to upload a new template or to create a sample template. A feature report template is a Microsoft Word file that provides placeholder text with specific syntax. When printing a feature report, this placeholder text will be replaced with the contents of the corresponding file from the survey response, and this placeholder text can be used with any formatting tables, images, or other presentational to create a template specific to the needs or to our needs. Now to apply a new template, we will click the report button here, upload new template button on the bar above the map of the data tab, and click manage templates. A new window appears allowing you to either select an existing template, which is this one, and the other one to click upload a new template to open another new window where we can view the placeholder for the survey fields, expect for the fields within repeat, and name and summary of the template when uploaded. Now I will upload the template that I have just shown. I will choose the template, which is COVID-19 case reporter. Then I will click open. Here we can also enter the summary, and here we have the field name, code, and the questions. Now I will click save. For the output setting here, we can change the report name if I want to rename it, and we can also change the saved to folder in the ArcGIS organization. And after that, we can choose either we want it in Microsoft Word or in the as a PDF document. Now I will click generate to generate the report. Now we can see the recent tasks. This is this panel will only display the last 10 tasks. For now, the report is generating for our record, and here we can see the status for creating this report. After this, we will be able to see the report generated from this record. I will click on it after it's uploading. And now I can see that the placeholders and all these placeholders and attributes replaced with the field or with the data for the record I have selected. Now let's move to the second option of generating feature report through the webhooks. Survey 123 now supports workflows automation using webhooks. In this case, I will demonstrate how to automate creating feature reports from COVID-19 case reporter survey form, send an email notification when response has been submitted, and upload it into OneDrive by using Integromat. First, I will sign in into Integromat website. This is the Integromat website. And then I will click Create New Scenario button. Now I will search and select Survey 123 module. I will select and click Continue. Now Survey 123 is listed as a favorite in our scenario. Here we have it in the favorites. I will click on the module icon here and select Survey 123. From the triggers model, I will choose Watch Survey to run the scenario each time a survey response is submitted. I will add new webhook. I will give it the desired name. I will select COVID-19 case reporter. If this is the first time I'm connected to this module into Integromat, I need to connect or to set the connection for the ArcGIS organization. But because this is not the first time I run this, so it's already saved in my connection. Now I will choose the survey form from the ArcGIS organization, which is COVID-19 case reporter, and then I will click Save. I will click OK. After this, I will check the site or click the site of the survey to connect another module to it. Here I will type and select Gmail. And I will click on Send an Email icon. We need to sign in into the Gmail account if it's the first time we are using this module. This email will be sent from. This is already configured or I already connect to. And here I can add the recipient. This is the email address where I will send to. I will type the email address. And then I will click Add. Here we have the options for the subject and the content. I will type the subject in the subject text box using module setting panel that opens to show fields from the survey to construct email subject. For example, I can type in new, and then I will select the form title for the subject. In the same way, we will define the content of the email for this. I have prepared a small script for this, which will take the format, the date of this report, and I change the format, as you can see here, to take the day, month, and then year, and the reporting area. Simply, I just make a notification shows only the reporting area and the date of the report. I will just copy. I will just show in the email that the feature report date reported and the reporting area. And for more details about this this report, which the surveyor has been submitted, we will see the creation feature report and automation feature report in the second module. Now I will click OK. And now I will generate the report from COVID-19 case reporter. I will add module to create feature report template. I have just uploaded to ArcGIS Online. I will click on Survey 123, create feature report. For the connection, we already have the connection now. And for the survey, I will choose the survey form, which is COVID-19 case reporter. And for the report template, we will select the template we just have uploaded. This is COVID-19 case reporter. And I will map the object ID from the watch survey module. This is a survey record for which report will be generated. The result and this object ID. For the output format, it will ask me either, or I have two options, either to choose the Microsoft Word or to choose the PDF format. Then I will hit OK. Once the report is generated, we may want to retrieve it, so we can upload it to OneDrive. I will use HTTP module to get a file. I will just type HTTP. And then I will hit get a file. We only need here to specify the URL from the result file. I will go to the result file and I will select the URL. Then I will click OK. And now we will add another module to upload the file in the OneDrive for Business. I will type OneDrive for Business to upload a file. We may need to select the connection if this is the first time we select this module, and the drive ID also. And now we can specify the folder where we want to store this file. I want to save it in the Survey 123 file inside the COVID-19 case reporter. After this, we will specify the file retrieved from HTTP module, or we can modify the name for the file we will upload. Here we can choose this map option, and I can change the file name from here. If I want to use one of the attributes from my report, then I can go to the attribute and select it. For example, if I want to make the file name with the date reported and with the reporting area, I can do this. And after this, I have to make it .dox, which is CX, which is for the document. For now, I will select only the source file, which HTTP gets a file. I will not specify or modify the file name. And then I will click OK. So for now, our scenario is ready. First, we will watch the scenario, send an email notification, create feature report, get a file, and finally, we will upload a file. Let's save our work. I will hit here, save. And to test our scenario, we will run it once. And now I will submit one of the survey response. For the date reporter, I will keep it with the date of today and the time for now. For the reporting area, I will choose Dubai. For the location, I can zoom in to select the location where I want to take the location for the point. And then for the tested total number tested as of the date reported, 15. And the total confirmed cases as of today is 5. The recovered is 2. And the death, we don't have deaths today. And for the active cases, it will be the calculation, it will be automatically calculated, the confirmed minus recovered plus depth. Then I will hit the submit, and I will get back to the Integromat to check the scenario in action. First, the email action is triggered. Second, feature report is generated from the template. The file is retrieved by, then the file will be retrieved as by an HTTP call, and then it will be uploaded to OneDrive for Business. So now the scenario is running successfully for our test. Now we can check the email, and we can check also for the folder if we have this folder in the uploaded. For the email notification, I will receive the notification. It will be very simple that it will just notify me for the date for the report and for the reporting area, which is Dubai. And for the more details about it, I can open the folder I have just uploaded in the OneDrive inside the COVID-19 case reporter, and I can click it and I can upload it. And also we can open it in Microsoft document. This is our feature report template, which has been generated. Now, after we test our scenario, we can go back to the Integromat, and here I will switch the schedule to turn on, and then I will run the scenarios immediately. So it will run each time the survey response is submitted. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ala. As you have seen, that not only we can create smart surveys with skip logics, validations, calculations. Also, once you complete your survey and you click send data, there are a lot of post survey workflows can be managed. You can integrate different applications with Server 123, and after that, those applications can do some notifications, emails, save data into the databases, and you can create thousands of scenarios that because there are a lot of webhooks which can be prepared. So I believe you can see how vast Survey 123 is as a product, and how different type of solutions can be made. We have just been through one of the scenarios, which is these days very common, about reporting COVID-19 cases. However, you can create as much as scenarios based on the requirement of your organization. So once you are in the field and you are doing different type of surveys, so you ensure that post-survey workflows can be made very easily in Survey 123. I will quickly move towards the last topic of this webinar, which is about the location accuracy of the GPS integration with Server 123. So Server 123 supports the integration with the external GPS receivers. If you see modern GPS, they allow to connect with them through the Bluetooth. However, Server 123 also support to connect through a USB. So in both cases, your GPS can be connected to Server 123. You will be performing service through a survey form on your tablet, mobile. However, the accuracy will be like an external GPS. So this external GPS accuracies can be different because there are a lot of GPS equipments in the market. So based on the available GPS, you can avail the accuracy in your mobile phone for your surveys. It is very much like you are connecting any Bluetooth device. You just turn on the antenna, After turning on the antenna, you make the GPS receiver discoverable. After that, you get back to your server 123, get back to your mobile phone, and search the antenna. You connect to it. After you open that server 123 mobile app, once you open the server 123 mobile app, click settings, and over there you have a lot of options available to connect to, not only to connect to the GPS receiver, but also see different options such as how many satellites are connected to you, and how strong the accuracy you have, and you know, you can perform even different type of validations. For instance, you don't want to get you don't want to submit the data or perform the data collection when the accuracy is more than 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter. So this type of validations you can perform. Now you are thinking that this validations is a part of a survey form. So that means not only you can connect with the GPS, you can see the metadata of the GPS, for example, number of satellite, type of accuracy, all these things you can see in your survey form. Survey 123 helps you to do this configuration in the survey form level as well. So the first thing, you can see the metadata in your survey form through the configuration in the form while creating the form. And the second thing is that once the form is published, you have it in your mobile phone. You can connect to the external GPS and see what figures you are getting from the external GPS related to accuracy. So in this webinar, you have seen how Survey 123 help you to create smart forms with different functionalities. And after that, even if you don't have internet, still you can perform your surveys. In case once you complete the survey, there is a lot of to do after that. You can create webhooks. And the last thing which we covered is about the location accuracy of Server 123 while integrating with external GPS. This is a field app webinar series, and Server 123 webinar is the first one which we brought for you. There are a lot of other applications you will see on the way, and later on when we will move towards the workforce and other applications, so you will see how Server 123 integrates with other Esri applications as well. So if you have any question, you can ask. We will be happy to answer that. So I will pick one, which is mostly the question of everyone. The question is that can we create different forms into one form? So the answer is yes. Different form means that you have different type of surveys. For example, you're doing inspection of building and asset. For example, inspection of the tree. So basic main category is an inspection. And if when you go inside it, you will find different type of inspections. So Server 123 supports grouping of the questions. It also supports different pages into the survey form. So you can create either different pages in the same survey form, or you can create different groups in the same survey form to entertain all type of inspections or all type of different survey in one survey. So Server 123 supports this functionality as well. The second question is that, which is mostly question coming from the statistics department, that we don't want to go question by question. We need to have one grid in which we provide choice list and or maybe the ranking slider where the user can easily answer. So yes, Server 123 supports the grid theme, where you can have all of your questions on the left panel, and on the right side, in the grid, it supports you with all of the options. For example, If you want to have a question in a household survey, that how many people are in the house, so you can have a grid theme, right, for this, which tells you 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8. And the next question could also be the similar question, for example, how many kids out of them, so 1 to 2 to 4, 4 to 6, and 6 to 8, like this. So these grid, I hope in the next webinar I will be able to show you more functionalities of Server 123, where we could talk about more about the grid functions. So yes, Server 123 supports the grid functionality as well, where you can get all of the questions, similar question with similar choice list into one, and it will allow the user to fill up them very easily. There is another question. Difference between Server 123 and Quick Capture. What is the advantage of Server 123 has over the Quick Capture? Very good question. Server 123 is a form-centric application which allows you to deal with the form. Inside the form, you can create different logics, while Quick Capture allows you to capture the data while walking or while on the move, even you are in the car, on the bike, or by walking. So that means in Quick Capture, you are just capturing, for example, if there is something to report. I will give you an example for Quick Capture. Quick Capture is an application where you, for example, you are moving on the road and you found a garbage one place. So there will be a button on Quick Capture. You will just click on it, and it will show you. You just click on it. It will capture your location, and in the database, it will show that there is a garbage in this area. So you will have multiple different type of features you can report. For example, you move ahead and you found there is a glass on the floor, right? Or there is a bottle on the floor. So you will click the bottle button and you move ahead. So you are not, dealing with deep yes, no questions or choice lists. You are just pressing a single button, which is giving a meaningful information in your database, and you move ahead. While Server 123, it is also a data capture application, but it allows you to do the different type of surveys. For example, building inspection, COVID-19 reporter, this census. So Server 123 allows you to do this form-centric, surveys where you stand at a place, you do some selections in the form, take photo, all of these things. While in Quick Capture, you just have all those features which you want to report on the mobile app. You just click them and it gives the location about that feature. So in this case, quickly you report in the office that something is over here and someone need to take care of it. So Server 123 is for the long surveys, and Quick Capture is just to capture the data on the move. I hope that answered the question. I think most of the questions are similar in nature, and I believe we have covered almost a big portion of Server 123. If you see the best thing about Server 123, you do all of these things without typing a single line of code. So if you are not a programmer, still you can create smart surveys, you can do webhooks, you can generate feature reports, and there's a lot of other things which you can do with Server 123. So I believe that's it for today. And in case if you plan any projects, any surveys, any data collection for your organization, if you have Esri platform or you look for Esri platform, you can simply contact to us. We will help you in creating proof of concept so that you can see how this technology suits to your organization, and then you plan for big projects which could eventually help your organization. Thank you very much. And I believe, Ala, you also want to say thank you.
Okay, for sure. Thank you for joining this webinar. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.